welcome back. Right, here we are. Yeah, I do need my beauty sleep, absolutely. No, so Liverpool to Tromso would have been way too long, 3 hours something. No. Right, so we've just gotten into Trondheim. Now, I've got a new livery, so what I quickly have to go through is my setup here. So give me just a few seconds. So we have to do this. So it's going to be Airbus. Yeah, that's Airbus. And then this should be all aircraft. Yeah, that works. Bravo throttle quadrant. I want the Airbus, obviously Airbus 2 engine. Fantastic. Yeah, that works. Fantastic. I'm happy. The MFG crosswinds, all aircraft general is fine. Mouse, I want to have this one here, and then keyboard, I think we can leave as is. And that means that should all be correct. One thing though, now hopefully that doesn't mess up the performance now, but we should be fine if I'm not completely mistaken. So let's have a quick look outside while we're at it, and then I can see if the performance is actually what it was. Yeah, it is. So that's definitely good FPS here. Very nice. The only thing I can actually, I was thinking about maybe again using VSync, but we're not. I've got about 90 FPS right now, which I think is perfectly fine, and we're just going to leave that as is. I'm not going to mess about with VSync today, so just use that. Yeah, I can see the lovely sky here. Beautiful. Hey, Sluttybot. Now, one thing I'm not sure about, why my viewpoints are not matching up with the stick. Because that should be... Hang on, let me just quickly... Camera. Cockpit camera. So load... It's there, but I don't know why it's not registering. Ah, it's weird. Why is that different axes this time? There we go. All right, cool. That works. Perfect. Oh, it's the wrong category. Let me just check that. Thank you so much for the info. Yeah, you're right. It still says X-Plane 12, which is wrong, obviously. Thank you much, Avenger. I'm going to change that real quickly. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. It should be fixed now, and on the top screen here on my screen, I'll also change that to 2024. Fantastic. Perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, Goat Friend, that is changed as well now. Thank you so much for the help. Cool. You know all the quick preparations, right? No need for me to talk you through everything here. So let's have a quick look. Now I had to change. I didn't realize. So if you look at the livery, let me just quickly check the time in a minute. Then you will see we have IAE engines. So not... Hey Airbus, nice to see you. Yeah, that's a beautiful livery. Nice and old. And then we've got IAE engines. Probably way overpowered, but I mean... what can we do, right? So let me quickly have a look at the time. Once that shows up, obviously it takes a few seconds for everything to load in. In the meantime, let me also get my Winwing working. So let's have a look for the FENIX. Open. Assign. Okay. Run. There we go. It's interesting that the why is the the mode control not working? Has something changed? Ah, now we've got the right profile. Cool. So let's change the departure time. We're going to do that at 17:45. Let's do that 17:45. Although 11:29. Let me move the time also to 29. And we did say we want to have a takeoff. Oops. Oh no, that's not good. No, I don't want that. Controller. Why is that? There we go. Yeah, like sunset and then SU4 loading is awful. You think so, Aviamar? I honestly, I've not really noticed anything bad in that regard. So we'll do 1800 as our departure time here. There we go. 30 minutes. Venture, hang on. What was going on? 2034 is not loading? What, with the SU4? Really? Now that is something I've not noticed. Right, just let that load in. Let me get dome light on here. Put that there, there. Fire tests. Yeah, the other day we were talking about the hardware stuff coming out, and I did see some people already go with the overhead panels hardware, and I'm like, I don't know. The first thing is the mounting. That's one of the first issues, right? And then I mean, you use it for the APU, and then you've got what else do you have? You have light switches. I mean, you don't really do that much with the overhead panel. And then I fly so many different aircraft types. I don't know if it's really worth getting, you know, like that's kind of piece of hardware. And also, it's also expensive, isn't it? I mean, it's like 800 euros or something. So I don't know. Hey, Cloudbound, good morning to you, wherever you are joining us. Hope you're doing well. Right, 390 minus 57, 8 degrees right now. We are expecting a zero fuel weight of 54.7 and a block fuel of 6 tons. Right, so now mass and balance. We'll do what we're going to do. We could do instant load, guys. We're not going to mess about. Or we can do fast time. Yeah, let's do fast time. So we have a little bit of animations. Interesting lighting, isn't it? Nice. Cool. Right, let's have a look. Where's my Navigraph? Navigraph charts. And I'll give you a quick rundown of the flight plan. Oh, and I need to log on to VATSIM. So we are Scandinavian 846 and A319 standard. A319. There we go. So that's the routing, and flight time is 1 hour 21. So nice kind of cruise flight time. And we've got weather in Tromso, 8 degrees. It's getting close to Christmas. 1027. The weather is okay. Scattered 26, broken 43, some showers of rain, town cumulus. And yeah, some rain showers, but nothing major. Bardufoss is the alternate. 2 degrees. That's getting cold up there. Rain, snow showers. Freezing fog. Okay. Let's not divert, I would say. 6 tons, 800 kilograms extra in that. So we're good for one go around at least. That looks alright. Currently here in Trondheim, it says QNH is 1027, 8 degrees, light drizzle. Okay, cool. And the wind 230 at 13, meaning we'll depart at 27, and we filed the 27 with the Nigex 1 Bravo. There it is. Insert. Then we've got flight planned route 201, Penno, ATVAC, and then the ATVAC arrival. And we have weather up in Tromso, 155. And let's have a look what we have available. 18. Yeah, so we'll take the ILS Zulu 18, which is filed with the ATVAC 1 mic. There it is. Approach via. Okay, that's interesting. Let's have a quick look here. Charts. Approach. Let's have a look. Star. Via APSIM. Insert. Let's have a quick look here at the screen. So we got Penno, ATVAC, Ulnik. Oh, hang on. We're coming this way. Oh, disregard. Via Nondru. Test. So I'm going to do that via Nondru. That makes a lot more sense. That looks good now. Fantastic. Right. Thank you to Gearbox747 for 26 months. That's a long time. Gearbox, I hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for your support. That's much appreciated. Thank you. Greetings to you. Do you have any tips with the MZDU doing initial setup? Well, Cloudbound, what we have is a mnemonic, as you people say in English, mnemonic. We say Eselsbrücke. So it's what's called this here, diffrips. So diffrips, you have that mnemonic. So the first thing is delta. That will be aircraft status. So data, aircraft status, make sure you have the correct database. Then you go init A page. So I stands for init A page, this page here. Then F for flight plan. Go through your flight planning. Then R for the RATNAV. So what do I need for the departure routes, for example? So R for departure today, we don't need anything there. Or otherwise you would put in VURs in here. It looks like we have nothing here. Doesn't automatically select anything. Then it will be I again. The second I is for the second page in it. So there, for example, you would enter the alternate fuel 0.8 today in here. And then P stands for performance. Takeoff performance. And then what I usually do normally, because I'm waiting for my final zero fuel weight and final weights to come through, I would go with S. That's the last thing. That would be secondary flight plan. So what I would do is copy the active and then do a return plan in case anything goes wrong on takeoff. So we would come back to Trondheim, ILS 27, no star, no via. And then engine out is something I do, but I mean for flight simming probably don't have to. But if you're happy to do that, so that's pretty much it. Hey Peter, welcome back. So that's pretty much it. That's what I normally would use to make sure I don't miss anything in the MCDU. Avenger. Well, I mean, you've got to be careful these days anyways, right? A lot of things are prone, or, to be insulting to someone. Just saying. Right, I don't really have any engine out for here, so it's going to be 266, 25 miles. And that's pretty much it. Cloudbound, thank you. Okay, that's fantastic. Glad I could clear that up for you. Thank you so much. And then we're going to do exactly that now. Wow, that light. Blinding. Departure performance. Hey, what am I doing here? Hang on. Why is that so bright? Let's do that. Runway's going to be wet for sure. 27. Do we have the final load sheet? 60.7. Is that already final? Let's have a look. Yeah. Looks good. So we've got 54.8 and 61 for takeoff. And that's actually good. So 60, let's put 60.8 for takeoff. 28, 8 degrees, 1027. Yeah, I'm going to do 1026. And then temperature 9, as always, guys. And then we'll do full length, calculate. Hey, Alex, bonjour. How are you doing? So it's going to give us a flaps 1 with an up trim 0.6, flex 80. Are you kidding me? 80 degrees. Oh, we'll take it. So I'm going to send that to the MCDU. That's a very high flex. But I guess A319 with the IAE engines. I guess it can happen, right? I mean, why not? Right, nav exit upgrade, fantastic. And let's quickly go here. Let's get the APU started. Higher flex means lower rate. You mean lower N1? Yes. Or EPR? Yes. So normally, each engine type has a certain maximum flex. But I guess A319 with the IAE engines. Oh, hello. We've got some company here. Kimi, hello again. I guess that's why you have these very high flex temperatures. Unusual, though. There's no control here. So what we'll do is... let me quickly... Hang on. Yeah, let's have a look at the departure chart here real quickly. So charts. So oh, these are the Lido charts. I understand. Okay, so pushback. Going to taxi Yankee Alpha 8 full length. Well, actually, full length means backtrack. I didn't realize that. So let me have a look if we could do actually Alpha 8 intersection. No, we only have full length. Well, we can add a custom. Shall we do that? I mean, it's, you know, flex 80. Why should we do a backtrack, right? So let's quickly have a look here at the ground chart. And then, so here, this is the nice thing about Lido charts. You see this? Alpha 8, it gives you the distance here. 2471. So what we can do, we could take 27, takeoff run available, or takeoff distance available, sorry, takeoff distance available would be 3001. Yeah, so we'll do that, and so that's 3000 minus the 24, that's, hang on, 500 meters? So the thing is, on Navigraph, oops, on Navigraph, it gives you the infos here. So from 27, so runway head 2701. It's weird. Yeah, it's SU4. Yeah, yeah. That's weird. That's a weird. Yeah, 2471 was correct from Alpha 8. Now from runway head. So really, the maximum we're allowed to take is 2701. I don't know where the this one's coming. Take a distance. Like, is that with the stopway or clearway? Probably. So physically, takeoff run physically available is 2701, and this will probably have a clearway or something at the end. So it's going to be 2701 minus 2471, which is 230 meters, correct? 230 meters. So what we can do is we can go and add a custom. So 2471 is the takeoff run available, and we'll take that as Alpha 8. Save. Okay. Now this again, this is misleading. I honestly don't think we have 2,996 meters physically available. I don't think. I mean, I know it says that on the on that chart. That's 500 meter shift. It's always so confusing. Yeah, so I know the whole physically again, so this shows 2996. And there's a 3001 takeoff run available. Which is kind of weird. Why would the takeoff run available be longer than the physical length of the runway? And it can't be the shift. This is for the landing. This display special for the landing. So just to be safe, I'm going to go with 2701. And so we have remaining 2471. I mean, that's the important thing. 2471 is the remaining runway distance, and that's what I'm going to go with. So 2471 is what we did. So it gives us a shift of 500. We'll enter that as it is, send that to the MCDU. Now we've got flex 78 with those speeds. Thomas, hello. Taking off ENVA these days during fall 27. You want to climb up fast? Lots of geese migrating. Okay, yeah. I would definitely not be surprised. So we got about 30 feet. So I'm going to put NADP 2. So 1030, 1030 in there as well. And then I think we're good. Cool. Let's have a look. I'm going to climb out to... So we said we're going to take the... Now let me just quickly look at the SIT-DP 27. And there's usually several pages there, 10 pages, so We've got to find our Nigex. That's the 1 Bravo, correct. Thomas says 2701 full and 2471 from A. Thanks, Thomas, for confirming. Appreciate that. So that's the Nigex 1 Bravo departure. This one here. So initial climb, it says 6,000. So we covered that as well. And 6.5% climb rate required. That's what you mean with also high climb gradient due to... What's ASP? Hold on. Abbreviations. ASP. ASP, ASP, ASP. ASP. Is it airspace? Yeah, it could be airspace. But I hate to second guess. Like, I think you're right. I think it is probably airspace. It would make sense. But I'd rather just confirm it again. Yeah, airspace seems correct. Airspace it is. We'll take airspace. Due to airspace. Would make sense. Cool. North would be nice. 6,000 feet. Then get level 170 from approach. And then final level with Polaris. Thank you much, Thomas, for the infos. Does GSX work for me? Let's have a look. I mean, it's got some kind of livery stuff, but it sounds like it looks alright. Oh, yeah, typical kind of issues like texturing issues. But I don't care about that, to be honest. As long as the pushback works, I don't mind. Okay, let's read the cockpit preparation checklist. Gear pins covers removed. Fuel quantities 6,200 kilograms. Balanced. Seatbelts on. ADIRS. NAF. Barbara Ref 1027. Checked 3 times. Cockpit preparation checklist completed. Before start checklist. Parking brake. Set. Takeoff speed thrust. 123, 132, 137, flex 78. Windows, doors. Closed, closed, closed. Closed. The beacon is on, and that's the before start checklist completed. Scenery looks good.
Mic check.
I honestly don't know. I know F8 or something is the to get this. Is it F7 then? F7. That's the shift. F7 would be. That's good. So what's backwards? There we go. Alrighty. I think we're good now.
Canadian Express 557, stand 28, pushback and start. Trondheim.
So how come my button isn't working here? Hang on.
Scandinavian 7 Papa Yankee, pushback to start from stand 43, Scandinavian 7 Papa Yankee.
Give me a second. Huh? Well, I've got an issue here. We're not registering on here.
Trondheim traffic, Scandi 47 Hotel via Alpha 8 lining up, taking off, runway 27, EGX 1 Whiskey, climbing 6000, Trondheim traffic.
It is registered here, though. I can see it. It's button 1. That is strange. Like, why is it registering on the Moser? It's registering here in the sim, but I can't set it on V-Pilot. Oh, now it is. Okay, now it just took ages. There we go. Trondheim traffic, Scandinavian 846, stand 32, pushing back in Trondheim.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brake set.
There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot to say it. What I'm really looking into today, guys, is A, hopefully no sound cuts, and B, no issues with OBS. Remember, that's with SU3. Those are the issues we had. So hopefully things will work better here. Hey, Fish Cup. No fuel in Hamburg. Yeah, lol. That was weird, wasn't it?
Trondheim traffic ain't stuff.
I sound different on VATSIM? Yeah, probably.
7 by Yankee, Trondheim.
It's very often it's hard to kind of recognize the streamers. Rec sets. And Fishkop, wie geht's? How are you doing? You've been doing some flying over the weekend, right? Saw your posts there. Nice. GG's. Starting engine 2.
There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits nearest to you.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start.
Yeah, Pinkman Group. Sorry, I know, right?
Looking gear.
I guess GSX is obviously not yet working in SU4.
If the air supply fails, masks.
Ground, good evening, Scandinavian 7 Papa Yankee.
Disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
So, good engine start. Let's do the
Left is
flows.
clear. Right is clear.
Flaps 1, rudder, so trim should be up 0.6. So the flight controls, full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, rudder, full left, full right, neutral. And we got 8 degrees, wet taxiways, runways, so believe it or not, it's time to switch on engine anti-ice again on the ground. Alright, there they go. Pin is in his hand, fantastic. We'll read the after start checklist. Anti-ice. Engine anti-ice on. Ecam status checked. Pitch trim up 0.6. Rudder trim neutral, and that is the after start checklist complete. Trondheim traffic, Scandinavian 846 taxiing runway 27 in Trondheim. Hey, Kvoten, Wagner.
Trondheim ground is online, so
Oh.
contact them before taxiing.
Oh, appreciate the heads up. Thanks, I didn't see that. Ay, ay,
Yeah, I
ay.
just got a message, and I know they're going to be pissed if you don't contact them before moving, so I just give you a heads up.
Perfect. I appreciate that. Thank you. I have no ATIS. Yeah. Calling. And Trondheim ground. Good evening from Scandinavian 846. We're ready for taxi.
Scandinavian 846, Varnes ground, good evening. Are you ready to copy clearance first?
Of course. Go ahead.
Scandinavian 246, correction 846, you're clear to Tromso. NIGX 1 Bravo departure, initial climb 6,000 feet, squawk 5370.
Scandinavian 846 is cleared to Trondheim via the NIGX 1 Bravo departure, runway 27, initial climb 6,000 and squawk 5370.
Scandinavian 846 and confirm destination Tromso.
Oh, sorry, we are Trondheim in Tromso, of course. I'm getting confused here. So Tromso as a destination is correct. Scandinavian 846.
Scandinavian 846 with back correct and taxi to holding point runway 27 via Whiskey, Juliet and Yankee.
Whiskey, Juliet, Yankee, runway 27, copied Scandinavian 846.
Scandinavian 7 Papa Yankee, continue taxi to
Come
holding
on,
point
give me ground
runway
chart, please.
27 via Juliet and Yankee.
There you go.
Continue taxi to Holy Boy 27 via Juliet and Yankee. And do we have a clearance for us? Scandinavian 7 Papa Yankee.
Scandinavian 7 Papa Yankee, A firm. You clear to Tromso. NIGX 1 Bravo departure. Initial climb 6,000 feet. Squawk 2636.
Flight to destination via NIGX 1 Bravo departure. Runway 27, climb initially 6,000 feet.
Oh yeah, I was looking for Juliet. There it is. So Whiskey, Juliet, Yankee. Hey Bruno.
7 Papa Yankee, negative. Squawk 2636.
The Juliet got me worried there.
Sorry, 2636, Scandinavian 7 Papa Yankee.
Oh, there you go.
Scandinavian 7 Papa Yankee, read back correct.
So Whiskey should be this one. This should be Yankee then. So you got to be careful. This is Whiskey. Hey Bruno, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Sorry, I know not CFMs. They are IAE. Yeah, this short-term change, new design.
Nordic 8 Golf November, Varnes ground. Good
brake check.
evening. You
Brakes are working.
Gardermoen. U2 now 1 Bravo departure. Initial climb 6,000 feet. Squawk 3625.
A lot of traffic here. Look at that.
That's going to be U21 Bravo departure, runway 27, initial climb 6,000 feet, 3627. It's going to be the squawk for Nordic 8 Golf November.
Nordic 8 Golf November, squawk 3625.
Didn't I just say 3625, Nordic 8 Golf November?
Nordic 8 Golf November, read back correct.
Have you really, Thomas? You only heard whiskey once?
And ground KLM 1
Few years
Tango
ago,
ready
okay.
for push and start.
KLM 1 for Tango, push and start approved.
I know, right? Sad, the
Push and
summer is
start approved,
over.
KLM 1 for Tango.
I agree. I agree.
That's ground Nordic 8 Golf November. We are also clear, ready for push and start.
Nordic 8 Golf November, push and start approved.
Push and start approved, Nordic 8 Golf November.
Let's read the taxi checklist. Flight controls checked. Flap setting. Config 1 plus F. Radar. Predictive image system. On and auto. Engine mode selector. Normal. And ACA memo takeoff. No blue.
Scandinavian 7 Papa Yankee, unfortunately no further ATC available. Monitor advisory 122.8. Bye bye.
The bots have no fuel.
122.8. Thank you so much, Scandinavian 7 Papa Yankee. Good evening.
So the shift is in. We did calculate the
KLM 1
intersection.
for Tango, QNH 1027.
QNH 1027, KLM 1 for Tango.
Scandinavian 846, unfortunately no further ATC available. Monitor advisory 122.8 and caution to departures.
Okay, 2 departures copied. We'll go to Unicom 22.8. Thank you so much for the service. Have a great week. Scandinavian 846.
Bye bye.
Very kind.
Nordic 8 Golf.
Very kind of him to come online.
Scandinavian 7 Papa Yankee, lining up runway 27.
So, departure route Nigex 1 Bravo up 6000 was confirmed. Wait for that departure. That looks good. That looks good. I'm happy with that. Let's watch a takeoff here from the passenger view. There's one departure there. Yeah, so one thing, guys, remember that one problem with the SU3 or the previous versions as well in 2024 was the terrible night lighting. So especially larger cities. And I've seen some screenshots where, yeah, it's definitely improved.
Trondheim traffic, Scandinavian 7 Papa Yankee, departing runway 27.
Gearbox, well, I have for 2020 gearbox, I have what's called chase plane, and in X plane I use X camera. Now chase plane doesn't work here in 2024 yet, so I'm just using the normal camera set, and I'm matching hardware viewpoints to that. Camera 129. It must have been 2020, yes. Yeah, exactly. Right, let's put the TCAS on. We did calculate with the packs off. So let's line up. Yeah, welcome. Trondheim traffic, Scandinavian 846 lining up, waiting, runway 27 in Trondheim. Fly Hard IQ, I think I still have linear settings. Didn't they recommend linear settings with the last update? So I think I've got a small kind of a dead zone, but the rest should be linear. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, they did, right? And I think that's what I've stuck with ever since, yeah. Oh, what a line up. Just let's change that. Right. Man, this takes a lot of brakes to stop. It's really...
Trondheim traffic, Scandinavian 7 Papa Yankee is airborne, passing 2,000 feet.
Alright, there we go. So, I'm going to give him like 7 miles. Well, 5, normally 5 is enough, but I'll take 7. Until we reach that hockey stick, and then we'll go. Rightio. Cool. Let's do that. You're heading to London soon for your A320 type rating. IRL? Nice. So fly hard IQ, first of all. Congrats. Enjoy. Now, I'm sure you've got to give it your best shot, right? You've got to try as hard as you can. And never worry if there at some point you have a feeling that you're falling behind. Perfectly all right. Don't worry about it. You know, don't get too hung up about. Everyone will struggle at some point. Just grind through it, and you'll be fine. You know, I always said the ATPL, that was the hardest part, really. Going through all the ATPL theory, that was literally the hardest part. The type rating itself is not that difficult. Right, let's go. Trondheim traffic, Scandinavian 846 departing runway 27 in Trondheim. Takeoff. Manflex 78 SRS runway, auto thrust blue. Thrust set.
Traffic LM1 Tango lining up runway 27 in Trondheim.
Nice. Here's 100 knots checked. V1. Rotate. There we go. Going out of the rudder pedals now. Pause rate. Gear up. No. Beauty. Lovely sounds too. Look at that. Well, from here, the lights right now, they look nice, but the issue was always further up. Ah, the sounds. Oh, yes, please. Oh. I love it. Mark, that brings back some memories, right? Thrust climb, climb up, blue. Yes, please. Absolutely agree. Yes, please. Right, Pax. Oh, I remembered for once. I remembered to put on Pax back on. Yes. Right, flap 0. Speed is checked. Flap 0. Let's disarm the spoilers. Exactly. Right, engine anti-ice goes off for now because we're not in clouds, so no need to have engine anti-ice running. Now for the turn, I'm going to put this to 220. Autopilot's coming on. Although it's going to climb us like crazy, let's disregard that. Let's go over speed, vertical speed, 2,500. Although, I mean, we've got traffic behind, right? Yeah, let's go 250. Disregard.
We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened.
That looks nice.
Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time.
So people were saying
Tromso traffic LM1 Tango taking off runway 27.
that they do notice a performance increase, and I have to say I do too. I've definitely noticed a performance increase over SU3. That is not just hearsay, that is actually true. That's exactly what I'm feeling as well. Star. Also, so the FPS are higher, and also up to now I'm not getting any sound cuts. Also, the PC itself is much quieter regarding the cooling fans. And then also, knock on wood, right now, no issues with OBS. Did it really? SU3 perform? No, for me not. For me it did not. Right, let's do some night charts. So we got 270, 270. So Thomas was saying 170 would be with departure, right? So let's go climb 170. Thrust climb, I'll do 170.
Tromso traffic, LM1 Tango, clear from way 27, 1300 feet, departure to the north.
Yeah, so Aviamar, what I'm not doing is I'm not doing VSync. So any stutters that I do get, I would assume it's just simply because I'm not running. Well, I've got 90 to 100 FPS and not using VSync. But to be honest, when you have these high FPS, you hardly notice stutters. Also, guys, I am using TAA for anti-aliasing, but I'm using FrameGen as well. So it's still the same setting, FrameGen and TAA, so there's no ghosting, which you can see, so that's really nice. Yeah, so Todd, the issue I've had is that with SU3, and I don't know, in SU4 probably the same, I cannot use fixed refresh rates. It will not accept them in-game. The same with the max FPS, which you have a setting for now. Those don't work either.
Trondheim traffic, 68, go to
Beauty. But I've got to do more testing here in the SU4. Right now, I'm just happy that SU4 is running fairly well. So the beta is running fairly well. And that the sound cuts aren't there, which is nice. Now I think we could go with seatbelts off, 7 degrees, seatbelts off. We're going to do yeah, so Cello, I appreciate your tip for that. The thing is, from this view here, I always have a hard time catching exactly the middle. Now I've got it, but very often. So the thing is, you know what would help if you got 2 arrows pointing up? Then I would know that I've got the right click spot. Now it's working. You see, now I don't, right? So it's always a matter of yeah, getting the correct click spot. I appreciate the help though. Dankeschön. Right, RATNAV was clear. Let's do secondary copy active. And there we go. Happy days. And again, I love that livery. Great stuff. Yeah, so Todd, what is weird, what's really weird is the fact that Microsoft 2020, identical settings, absolutely identical settings with 2024. VSync works in 2020, but not in 2024 for me. And again, exactly the same settings. So, you know, you tell me what the issue is. I don't know. Let's go 390. Climb, out blue, 390. Although the optimum, oh, disregard, hang on. Optimum is 370. Let's go with 370 in this case. But I didn't realize it's going to be that limiting. Yeah, so 370 it is. Now we do have some bad weather up north. Look at that. It's got lots of rain and we're currently here. Here we are. It looks like snow as well. But then going towards Tromso, it should be fine. Cool. Yeah, I think so, RVMR. Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. Yeah, Gilend, exactly. You know what? I thought the other day, it's actually a good time to go and retire before the whole winter ops starts again, right? So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sad about it. I'm through that. Let's have a look here at the cabin. Let's do 25. Yeah, right. You look forward to winter ops, right? Yeah. Yeah, Christmas is around the corner. Actually, you know what? My wife today, I couldn't believe it. So she got home from shopping groceries, and then I see a packet of Lebkuchen, and I said, "You did not. You did not." And she grinned and shit. Yeah, I had to. I just couldn't walk past it. So we got the first Lebkuchen. There's like a special biscuit here in Germany, for those that don't know what Lebkuchen is. Is there an English name for that? What's Lebkuchen in English? You also bought some Lebkuchen. Is it gingerbread? Hey, forward, wie geht's? Is it really gingerbread? Really? You are correct. It is gingerbread. I didn't realize. So it's actually, yeah, it's gingerbread coated in chocolate as well. And it has a jello center. Crazy. Yeah, forward, doing well. Thanks so much for asking. I'm doing very well. And it's a pain de peach. How do you pronounce that, Sefer Wave? Pain. Hang on, I know pain is pain. Pain de piche. Is it correct? De piche? Pain de piche. I probably totally misspelled that or mispronounced that. Hey, Nilso, gute. Okay, so Nilso, regarding the AB9, almost. Okay, almost. That means completely wrong. You're being polite, Sefer Wave, right? Oh, it's got too many calories, Mark. Loads of calories, unfortunately. De piece, is it really? So pain de piece. Thank you, Captain Mitchell, as well. Okay, so I'm sorry. I apologize to all the French-speaking nationals. Okay, so pain de piece. Thank you. What we're landing in Tromso? Good question. Oui, baguette. Stop talking about food, it makes you hungry. I'm sorry, Jaland. Let's have a look here. It's Echo November Tango Charlie, isn't it? Yeah, Tango Charlie, Tromso, not Tango Victor. Alex says it's very popular in Christmas time. Yeah, you know, the weird thing is, though, guys, this is the weird thing. Now, I know I'm going to miss summertime. And, you know, today I went cycling again, and you can see the leaves getting brown. You know, autumn is here, really. And I know I'll miss summer. And I know I'm going to dislike, you know, the phase, you know, January, February, March. But I'm already looking forward to Christmas season. I don't know what it is, but I do like that whole, you know, pre-Christmas kind of atmosphere, right? Yeah, fish scope. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, after like after New Year, the whole phase until, you know, it gets springtime, for me it's too long. I don't like that, but I do love the you know, the time up to Christmas. Is it really, Aviamar? Wintertime makes you sad? Is it because of the lighting, like, you know, the darkness or something? Yeah. Yeah, so the weirdest thing is, quote Magna, the weirdest thing is that last weekend we had like 30 degrees Celsius, and then they were selling gingerbread in the supermarkets, right? Now that doesn't seem right. I agree. That seems just too much. Yeah, Mex, I agree. That's the thing. My wife and me actually looking into getting to some some holiday destinations, somewhere where it's warm and sunny, like, you know, January or February. Hey Kerry 86, thank you for the 3 months. Kerry, thanks. How are you doing? Yeah, the winter depressions are terrible, and I know a lot of people suffer from that. Is there anything that you do, Fish Cop, like you go to suntan or tanning studios or something, or do you have like special like a special lamp at home or something?
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box invitation.
Although, I mean, it's a very private question. Apologies. Thank you as well to Dave. Hey, Dave 3512 coming in with a Twitch Prime. Dave, is that you from Hamburg? Is that the Dave, Hamburg Dave? It helps if you can go somewhere where it's nice and cozy and yeah, sunny and warm. That definitely helps. Yeah. Is it different, Dave? Yeah. Okay. So there's a Dave in Hamburg which had a lot of contact with, and he actually filmed me on a landing in Hamburg, IRL. It's a different Dave. Okay. We're all super friendly. I know, Dave. I know. And Dave, thank you so much again for your 3 months. Sorry, for the new Twitch Prime, Dave. So thanks for the new membership. Here's a round of applause for that, and welcome to our community, Dave. Thank you very much. Now, my good friend Mark has filmed a takeoff. I'll show you that in a minute. Oh, hang on, Mark. Is that the one? Hang on. Oh, there we go. That's the first part, right? And today, if you're Canadian, okay, greetings to Canada. I will definitely miss my stops in Montreal. Lovely. And Carrie, you've been here the whole time, just quiet, and switched from YouTube to Twitch. Ah, okay. Twitch seems to be working better than YouTube. Okay. Oh, another thing, guys, with YouTube, and also Mr. Mango, sir. I'm not sure if there's a kind of a delay with the announcement. So Mr. Mango, sir, as well, 18 months. Thank you so much for that. And then we got V-Chris coming in with a 98 months. V-Chris, greetings. I hope you're doing well. Nice to see you again, V-Chris. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I have to say that the night lighting here now, wow, that looks really interesting. Pitch black on the right, so you can see Earth's shadow here. Wow. Now, unfortunately, we can't see the ground, although, I mean, well, there's not really bigger cities nearby. Where was I? So engine sounds, yeah. But I'm not sure. I think I wanted to say something else prior to that. And Kurt Wagner, you were, here's Altstar. You were always dreaming of a job that allowed you to switch hemispheres. Yeah, I can imagine, yeah. Yeah, so Aviamar, from what I'm seeing up to now, yeah, the improvements are there, yeah, regarding the night lighting. Looks good. Yeah, let me just give you some background. So my good friend Melindley is someone who was actually on board on my last day of my A320 career. He wasn't on the very last flight, but it was the third last flight, and that was an A321 from Manchester to Frankfurt, and he filmed the takeoff, and we got some beautiful IAE engine action here. Now let me see. I'm afraid that is probably going to be the channel over, yeah, desktop audio. Now where can I dial down these sim sounds? Without going into the main menu. Let's have a look. No, so Sapphire Wave right now I can't. It's just one channel in OBS, but I can do this. Let me just check here. Yeah, that works. Yeah, thanks. Okay, we'll dial down the sim sounds, and then there we go. And then we're going to dial up the video sound. Oh, that's already maximum. Hang on. All right, let's see. Yeah, so this is me flying. I was pilot flying. Oh, yeah. Oh, and then we got, hang on, hold on. So this was the first part. And then there's a second part, of course, for the rest of the takeoff phase. There we go. Wait for the thrust reduction. Still goes on for a long time. It's another 3 minutes. Best sound ever, right? Oh yeah. Yeah, I agree. Also interesting to see the wing flex from this point of view. Yeah, lovely, right? That was out of Manchester. The problem with the announcement, so here's the thing. Yeah, so Mark actually did record a announcement. The problem is I can't play it from the beginning because I am actually saying my name at the beginning. And of course I can't spoil that. But what I can do is, let me see. So what I'll do, I am going to go quickly dial up the sim sounds. Hold on. Yeah, I agree. I will do that. Let me just give me a second there. So what I'll do, I'm gonna sound cut everything for a second, okay? And then let me make sure that right, there we go. So let's see. So let me down the sounds again.
Leider sind 3 Passagiere, die für diesen Flug eingecheckt haben, nicht am Flugzeug erschienen und aus Sicherheitsgründen müssen wir jetzt dessen Gepäck ausladen lassen. Erfahrungsgemäß wird das ca. 10 bis 15 Minuten Anspruch nehmen, bevor wir dann hier abfliegen können. Während des Fluges gibt es weitere Informationen zum Flugverlauf. Machen Sie es bitte bequem uns an Bord und ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Flugplatz.
It's quite interesting that I don't think I've ever had recording of one of my announcements before, so okay, so already passed my name, that's fine, so you're not going to leak that?
Unfortunately, 3 passengers who've checked in for the flight have not arrived at the aircraft, and so for security reasons we have to offload their luggage. That process will take about 10 to 15 minutes before we're able to depart. Later on the cruise flight, I will give you some more details regarding our progress, so for now please make yourself comfortable aboard and enjoy the flight.
The enthusiasm. Look, Fish Cop, it was early morning, okay? I got up at 4:50 or something in the morning. Alright, anyways, so there's another thing to this. So Mark actually was able to ride along for the landing on the jump seat. So I've got a video recording of the landing as well, but I can't show you it yet because I don't have face reveal just yet. So you're joking, yeah, okay. So I'll show you that once I've retired. Then I can show you that. Oh, and by the way, guys, here's the thing. I am gonna go and open up a little channel on Discord where you guys can post specific questions for my retirement. So what I'm planning to do is I'm going to make a video, so kind of a face reveal video, where I am going to answer a lot of those questions that you guys have. Now, I already have a lot of questions, or there's certain questions that are very repetitive. For example, what made you decide to retire so early, or are you not going to miss flying, or I know, what are your plans for retirement, etc. Right? So, so you guys can. So if you want, in my Discord channel, then once I've opened up the channel, you can, ask questions there that I'll try to answer in that specific video. There will be a lot of video footage. I will tell you a lot about my personal history, about my family history, how I got into aviation, etc., etc. So, with me retiring, I will be able to disclose a lot more personal information, and then I'll also kind of give you my my ideas going forward, because I will be remaining in this space. So I will continue to make flight sim content, but I also plan to make some other content as well going forward. Gaby, what you mean? That was on the 320. That was a couple of years back. That was like in 2023, right? Mark? It was 23? I think it was 23, right? Kind of forgot already how long time just flies by so fast. Right, so can you talk about this thing on the nav display? Sorry, what nav display thingy? Oh, the grid. Yeah, so this gives you a grid heading regarding grid navigation. Now that's a huge topic though, and I would have to read through to get it right. I've never seen that IRL. Bruno knows a lot more about this actually than I do, because Bruno has commented on this grid thingy. And if I'm not mistaken, normally here you would have to activate that manually. But again, I've never seen this. Yeah, Max, it's too late for grid navigation. I mean, I can give you a quick overview. Let's see if we got something on Wikipedia. Well, that's German. I always like it when it gives me German kind of explanation. Yeah, normally it wouldn't, right? I mean, this wouldn't be shown automatically here. Yeah, so Bruno says it shows above a certain latitude, but true reference needs to be enabled and polar navigation equipment installed. Yeah, so there we go. Now, does it matter? No. So right now we're still referencing to magnetic heading. Okay, so this is still magnetic north. Sorry, that's magnetic north there. So this is still magnetic heading, right? This is just an info regarding grid track, if you like, right now. Right, grid navigation. That's it. Okay, cool. What else? Oh yeah, my future plans, right? So, also in that regard, let me already tell you guys that, like I said, I will still be here after my retirement. Still here to make new content, and rest assured that there will be a lot of informative content. Hey Cargo Pilot, nice to see you. You will get some more details, especially from my flight school time. So I looked at some old cardboards and some old folders. So while I'm not able to show you original documents, I'm not allowed to do that, but I'll make some files as always. I'll make some files and give you guys some interesting topics again, regarding all kinds of aviation stuff, metrology, aerodynamics, etc., etc. Have you ever had an interest in astronomy? Marginally, I would say. Oh, Cargo Pilot, no worries. You're still driving? Oh no. Yeah, I feel for you. Really, Bruno, you tried to get FENIX to fix this, but no luck. Lol, okay. I guess that means a lot more programming, right? Yeah, I love the lighting. Looks great. And again, performance Very nice, very smooth. Up to now. No sound cuts. All good. Let's hope it stays that way. SU4 beta, Gaby. Davarete, hello. What would you do if you notice during your descent that you are going to be slightly overweight at your destination? Well, there's several things you can do. It depends on how much overweight you are. So normally you would add drag. So you would slow down sooner, and then you would add drag to the aircraft. Now speed brakes don't really do that much. So really what we look for later then is you slow down, get to flaps 2 and then gear down. So it's more like, you know, during the approach phase. Hey Subsonic, how are you doing? I'm doing well, thanks for asking. And Fornax. Yeah. No, Cargo Pilot, I have not. Now, I would tell you in the PM if I found something out. It's been really quiet. So normally, internally, we do get some infos from time to time regarding some, you know, some of these incidents. But I've not heard anything regarding the RTO. I'm just wondering, Cargo Pilot, was that with Lufthansa City Airlines to Munich? Because then I will not hear anything, because that's a different company, if you like. Even though it says Lufthansa City Airlines, but it's a different company, so I wouldn't know. My last flight in about 3.5 weeks. Or let's make it 4 weeks. No, actually less than 4 weeks. So today in 4 weeks will be my first retirement day. Subsonic, I mean the Beta 4, so the SU4 Beta looks promising. But here's the thing. People always tell me that the Betas usually are running really nicely with FPS, really high FPS. And then once it's released, the FPS are actually a lot worse again. That has been happening a lot of times over the last, you know, Beta to stable versions. So I don't know. Maybe it's a different kind of server that they're running the betas on at the moment. So maybe because they're not so crowded, you get better performance. But I mean, if this is the performance that we get once that is released, that would be really cool. That would be very nice. Fish Cup, I think I heard about that one, yes. But again, I didn't hear about the the one in Bremen. Was there like a news article anywhere, Cargo Pilot? Like Weser Courier or something? Just Google something. No, Google's not showing anything either. Oh wow! But I just saw something else. I didn't know that. There's a crash of a conveyor in Bremen in I think 1966. I mean, it's a long time ago, but I didn't know about that one. Wow. Okay. Spooky. So cargo pilot, for me personally, I've had a fantastic career. So it's difficult to describe. You know, I mean, when you get to my age, so I'm going to be 56 next month. Okay. I've reached an age where you could say I'm still young, right? You could say, well, if you reach the average age of, let's say, 85, then you have like 30 years ahead of you, right? True. However, I've also had a number of relatives and friends that died a lot sooner, a lot earlier. So it's a bit of a morbid kind of discussion, right? But I mean, if I'm not so lucky, so let's say I get to the age of 65, okay, and then unfortunately I have some illness and I die, okay. So let's say it's 10 years or even 9 years. And then let's assume I would work until my age of 65. And the thing is, I think something that a lot of people are having a hard time to kind of fathom is, yes, you know, being an airline pilot, flying is great. It's a great profession. It's a fantastic job. However, it's not Instagram, right? So real life as an airline pilot isn't Instagram, right? So you have to realize there are many downsides of being an airline pilot. And so I'm starting to feel my age, right? So I'm still healthy, so don't get me wrong, I'm still healthy, etc. But yeah, exactly. So aviation, as lovely as these little videos on Instagram and YouTube are, fact is, if you actually live the life of an airline pilot, you actually get to feel the downsides as well, right? So for me, I've had a fantastic career. I'm extremely grateful for that. It's been the best decision for me personally, I think, that I've made to become an airline pilot. I've been very lucky. I've been very fortunate. However, I'm also fortunate to have a wonderful family, a wonderful wife, and a fantastic way to spend my free time. And I've worked hard for 30 years as an airline pilot, but I know that I'm going to enjoy free time. I'm going to enjoy doing other things, right? And I've just got my official flight time statistics, and it's not as much as I thought. I thought I would be like around 23,000 hours, which I'm not. I'm just slightly over 20,000 flight hours. But still, that's still so much. That's 30 years of airline flying, and I've seen everything. I've done everything. It's and so now I'm actually looking forward to just being able to to go through my own schedule, right? Integrate myself more again at home. And again, here's another thing. So just roughly speaking, 30 years of flying means I was away from home 15 years. You've got to realize that. I've missed 15 years of family life. I've missed 15 years being at home with my family. Right? So there's downsides to this aviation business, right? And I guess it's hard to kind of transport that over to people who have the wish of being an airline pilot, who, you know, who have the passion and would like to do nothing else but being an airline pilot. I understand that. But I've lived the life of an airline pilot for 30 years. And I've decided that, as grateful as I am, I'm happy to start on a new path. Ali, I agree. I have to say, when I think about it this way, it is tough. It is, because I have missed many occasions at home. Yeah, Gaby, yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so cargo pilot, the thing is this, you have to have a good balance. You have to have things to do, right? You can't just get up in the morning and have the feeling that you have no purpose. That doesn't work either. But I have purpose. I have a family. I have a lovely wife. I have lovely children. I have you guys. I have, you know, the wonderful opportunity of creating flight sim content, and maybe some other content, you know, cooking or some other ideas I want to, you know, maybe follow. So I am in a very fortunate position, and the free time that I've had over the last couple of months, I've been extremely busy. I've kept myself busy. I get out of bed in the morning, I'm full of ideas, I'm full of, you know, energy. I just also enjoy just going out, going cycling. Yeah, so not having jet lag, right? Not being stressed. It's great. So yeah, that's my personal view on my decision to stop flying, even though I could fly until 65, or as Bruno just posted, they're thinking about, you know, having pilots be able to fly until 67. Oh, no, I don't see myself there. I honestly don't. 60, maybe, but I don't see myself at 65 or even you know, older in the flight deck. No, I don't. Yeah, Mark, I'm aware. Yeah, there's other professions as well, right? You know, that are very, very hard and demanding. So yeah, I agree. Well, I mean, my children are out of the house anyways now, so you know. But luckily, my wife, at least she says that. My wife said she likes to have me at home, so she's happy with that idea. I hope that stays that way. Blackbox doing GA videos soon. Well, maybe, yeah. Who knows? No, so Britannia, no, not full-time Twitch. I give you a good reason for that, and that is, again, I don't blame anyone for not knowing and understanding, but creating flight sim content is extremely time intensive. The amount of hours you spend thinking about what flights you're going to do, what aircraft you're going to take, then look after your flight sims, update, install stuff, etc, etc, etc. And I admire, I have huge respect for anyone in this, you know, in this space doing full-time flight sim content. I don't know how they do it, but I have a huge respect for them. But I don't know, I can't do that. As much as I would like to say I could, but I can't. So I've got to keep things balanced, and that means I need my time off as well from flight simming, just as much as I need time off from aviation in general. So anything in an overdose is just not good, right? Oh, Gaby, I'm always happy to take these invitations, Gaby. and Gaby, I keep all fingers crossed that you're going to get your assignment soon, and you don't have to wait that much longer. Airbus, you asked, have you ever had a proper family vacation, the summer break? I have had a few. I've had like 3 or 4. But you can imagine that even with children, but I mean, it was easier when my children were still in school. Then I had a higher priority regarding, you know, the vacation requests over summertime. But once my children were, I think, over the age of 16, it was impossible. It was literally impossible to get any holidays during summertime. And I respect that because, of course, you know, then those that have, hey, cargo pilot, yeah, good night, and drive safely tomorrow and sleep well. Take care, cargo pilot. So I understand that. So those that have little children, by all means, it's a good thing that they have priority, because it's so important with you know, small children, little children, to be there for them in summertime on vacation. No doubt. But for that very reason, ever since my daughters were above the age of 16, I never got a holiday in summertime again. So any time between like May until like October, it was impossible for me to get a holiday. And of course, that was the most stressful time in the year, right? Hang on, Quotenwagner, let's see. Oh, so you wrote you needed glasses? Okay, well. Yeah, just glasses, not cataract. Okay, so glasses, yeah. Welcome to the club. I'm not enjoying the glasses that I'm wearing now. Are you looking forward to flying pistons again? Yeah, I mean, so I'll start early next year. I decided not to go this year because the year is almost over. Bad weather is coming, so there's not really a reason to do it now. But next year, March, April, and up to that point, I'm going to go through some theory again, so that I'm well prepared, getting my PPL back. Yes. Hey, Bretson. Quick question about high altitude restoration. I understand the thing about high altitude switch, but if landing at an airport above 10,000 feet, what do you do with the cabin pressure to avoid the alarms going off when the system tries to handle that? Well, Bruno will give you a good answer there. So the warning will trigger. So it was 9,700 feet or something cabin altitude. I guess it can emergency cancel that warning. But yeah, the mask will not drop out if you press the high altitude switch. Yeah. Fish could be did laser treatment. I'm not sure if you can laser treat farsightedness. I'm farsighted, so I don't think you can laser treat that. I don't have to do much training, so apparently I only have to do a couple of flight lessons with an instructor. No theory test required for me. So just some practical stuff, and then I should be good. I can organize some black box flying. Yeah, absolutely. My dream would be to fly to. Well, I'm not sure if I can manage that. When is the Lelystad flight sim show? Is that like March or April? It's March. Ooh, that's early. I have to see if I can manage that. Fly Sky says also March. Yeah, so well, I could try. I'll do my best to try to get my PPL back by then, and that will be the dream, to fly to Lelystad with the Cessna. Oh gosh, or nothing. Oh, I don't think, Mark, if you know, honestly, so a big challenge, Mark, would be just to fly to the UK. With all the duty stuff, etc., etc. So Eat up Cessna, yeah, right. You guys. Yeah, so farsightedness can't be autocorrected in place. Okay. He sent the flare. Yeah, that would definitely help. But I mean, there's a lot of things I need to do before. I don't want to be, be intercepted by Eurofighters or something. And then I don't want to get in trouble with customs. So there's a lot of things to consider. Oh, top descent coming up. Oh my god. Blimey. I'm always chatting so much and then. Oh, hang on. Let me quickly get the weather. So we got no ATC, METAR. Latest one is 2050 Zulu 175. So suddenly landing, few 1100 broken 3200, 3 degrees. That's getting cold. Cold, 3 degrees. Few CB, temporary showers of rain. And then sometimes wind 320. Oh, that's a shift though. Look at that. Oh, that's a wind shear. Look at that. Oh, we gotta be careful with that. So the wind in 2600 is 320.15, and that will swap then to. Well, yeah, that's interesting. So config 4 for sure. But that would be a positive shear, wouldn't it? Alrighty. So let me quickly enter that. So we got 3 and 1017. Todd says went down to 3. Yeah, so for you guys up north here, definitely wintertime coming up. 18 will do good. Runway wet. Apply the METAR. Landing weight. What's the landing weight? 57.7. Let's do 57.7. Yeah, our heating went on yesterday as well. Oops. 57.7. We have available 2,451 meters. Let's have a look here. So we have landing distance available. Here it only says 2003. Is that a displaced threshold? Let's have a look. Yeah, that looks like a displaced threshold for me. So a quick look here. Airport information. Let's go with airport chart. Facility chart. Let's have a look here. That's good, and oh yeah, so on the approach chart, this is where we would get the infos. So the ILS chart, so we have here, so on the LIDAR charts you get the landing distance available. So this is the 2,004 meters. Is what you have available. So you have a displayed threshold of 388 meters, giving you 2,004 meters remaining. So that's a bit misleading here in the performance calculator. So that is incorrect. So we only have 2,004 meters available. So we're going to go with automatic medium, config 4. So then we've got enough margin. So full. It is. Montreal, 3 degrees. Aviamar, you say 2004 is correct as well. Okay, cool. Oh, we've got to descend. Let's go down. Let's get some speed brakes out. Catch that path again. Yeah. Let's go with vertical speed. Just so that we don't get into overspeed. So we've got vertical speed out blue. 220 initially. Avimara, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Wow, 2,002 meters. Well, we're even getting higher now. What? Full speed brakes out. Dive, dive, dive. 3,005 feet per minute. What? What is this? How can we get even higher now? That is weird. Yeah, and even the headwind, right? That doesn't really make much sense. How many track miles do we have? We've got 90 track miles. With that headwind. Oh, hang on. Did we load the wind, guys? Well, I only got one wind value there. Yeah, now we're coming back to the profile. Yeah, I know speed brakes out on purpose. Alright, let me do that. Let's go idle power. Okay, so now we're slowly getting back into path. Minimums for the ILS. Cat 1, 330, 330. Absolutely, yeah. With that kind of headwind, it would push the top percent later, yeah. I fully agree. Avimar, okay, so where are you? What's your position? TCAS to below. Is that just you crossing to Olnik now? Is that you there? Oh, here we go. Now we're going to put this back to managed descent. Thrust idle descent out blue. 220. Speed brakes are in. Okay, that's copied. 280 knots. Okay. Copied. Thanks for the heads up. Alrighty. Speed something error at let me just quickly have a look at the arrivals. Runway 18, but we're going to do the hour of arrival, aren't we? So let's go back to date charts. So hour of arrival, we've got the ATVEC 1 mic. Correct me if I'm wrong. ATVEC 1 mic is in the box. So it's going to be ATVEC above 6,000, then Ulnik, then Bami, and then we go to Nonru 5,000 above. Yeah, all correctly programmed. Nonru will go on to the transition. So Nonru to Okbot and then Baxas. Nonru, Okbot, Baxas, all correct. So Okbot 5,000 above as well, and we got Baxas 4.5 above. Yeah, all correctly programmed. And then the intercept will be out of 4.5 Baxas. That's 10.6 from the ILS Dini, Tango Romeo. We've got a 4-degree glide path. Interesting. Fish Cup, thank you. Hang on. Okay, that's for the eye lasering. Okay, interesting. Thank you much, Fish Cup. I'll read through that. Alright, minimum. We set 330. Missed approach. Straight out 3000 back to Kilo Victor. Max 160 in the turn. And we're going to climb 5000. Let's just... we've got to... we've got to descend. Descent. We've got to go down to 6000 initially. Oh. Yeah, well, we're not that high. Okay, so we can manage that. So we got descend out blue 60. And so I was going to check the missed approach on the box here. We've got Kilo Victor, Tromso, then 183. Hotel is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 miles. 3000 above. And okay, so we got minimum 3000 or 7.7, so 8 miles. From Tango Romeo, WEE, whichever earlier. If it said WEL, it would be whichever later, whichever earlier. So usually the 3000 would be earlier. So as soon as we reach 3000, we turn left, Kilo Victor. Oh, hang on. But no turn before 1.9. Okay, so we need 1.9 outbound from Tango Romeo. And a minimum of 3000. Then we can turn. Right, we can see the MSAs are very high. 644371. Terrain definitely a risk factor today. And another risk factor we saw, the threat, was the wind shear potential. So we got tailwind here, which will change to a little bit headwind, passing about 2,500 feet. So we've got to be ready for that. No, Voyager, no. I guess we're a bit too far north today. But we did get ground on departure at least. Good, let's do that.
So, South Africa Scandinavia 7 Papa Yankee passing the Fame for runway 18, speed 250 knots, frontal traffic.
Okay, appreciate that. Scandinavian 864, we are just past Olnik, currently doing 285 knots indicated, and we'll reduce as well 250 prior to Bami as well. Yeah, 4-degree glide slope, that's a risk as well, Bas Martin, I agree. That's definitely worth mentioning. Hey Bob, how are you doing? Nice to see you. The country dad, hello to you. Do you descend on the marker or set a marker at the descent marker? So you're already at your first descent altitude. Let me see what you mean exactly. So, I mean, one thing we do is definitely check that the restrictions from the charts match the flight plan, and then we definitely monitor the profile. Okay, now. Normally what I do, I look at the track mileage. So right now about 15,000 feet with that headwind is exactly what I would aim for as well. Maybe just a tad low. We're getting slow here.
Tromso traffic east, 557.
So I'm going to go at 250 knots.
Runway 18.
So 250 knots, we'll go with, well, we'll leave managed descent for now. Bob, I hope you're doing well. HDLZ, hello. You saw the 321L setup video from real life. They were using fuel density from the fuel sheet to confirm the amount of load fuel. Yes, so the thing is this. So what we do on the ground, and we do that in the FS labs usually with the refuel, right? So you see in the ATSU we have a page on the ground where we can check the fuel that was delivered and compare that to the fuel that was on board the aircraft sensed before refueling. And the thing is this, it's kind of a check to see that the indications add up. So if the difference becomes beyond a certain, greater than a certain limit, like 300 kilograms, let's say, between the delivered quantity and the sensed additional quantity, then usually maintenance would have to come to the aircraft and pull dripsticks, which are little sticks below the wing, where for each main tank you can then check the actual fuel value physically, and then confirm the amount of fuel you have on board. Look at the fuel temperatures, -19. It is getting winter time. I hate to say it, but it is. Yeah, so we have plenty of separation to Aviomar. That's fine. Currently a bit high in the profile, 1,000 feet. So let's go with speed brakes. But exactly, that's a check we pilots have to do every time. And it doesn't matter. So we do this on the 787. And I'm pretty sure that all pilots do that. 8 is Hong Kong.
Total traffic, Scandinavian 7 Papa Yankee Eastern final for ILS.
Trend 50 knots, max 65. Is that like a hurricane moving in? Or typhoon actually there. Alright, coming into the profile, I'm going to start slowing down. Scandinavian 846, 10 miles from Nonru. Currently speed 250, slowing down to 20 now. It is a typhoon. Crazy. 65 knots.
Okay, then 1 for Tango for...
Hello to It's Me, Brad. Brad, how you doing? Nice to see you, and hope you're doing well.
Tromso traffic, KLM 1 for Tango, currently overflying Bamme, slowing down to 220 knots for ILS 18.
Yeah, not much in terms of scenery below us. But I saw some pictures, SU4 beta, from, I think it was Dubai. And I tell you what, after landing, we'll quickly go to Dubai and have a quick look at the night lighting. You can spawn in flight as well, correct? Alright, let's do some speed brakes. VATSIM ATC Mandan. Oh my god. Oh, that's going to be crazy. Right, let's go flaps 1. Speed check flaps 1. Let me get the wing lights on here. Here we go. There we go. Look at that. That's better.
Tons of traffic, team spread.
So LS keys on. And we'll descend down to 5,000. Open descent with the speed brakes. So we have activated approach phase 1017.
Total traffic, Scandinavian 7 Papa Yankee is on 8 miles final, runway 18, Tromso traffic.
Tromso traffic, Scandinavian 846 just passing Nonru ILS 18 in Tromso. So we should, yeah, speed brakes out, we should be fine now. Read the approach checklist. We have the approach bar row ref 1017 set. Seatbelts on, minimum bar row 330 feet. Auto brake medium. Engine mode selected normal. Approach checklist completed. So 5,000 above, which is fine. We're going to go with 4,500 feet now. Flaps 2, speed is checked. Flaps 2, slowing down. Now we're going to get a bit of tailwind here. Alright, let's have the approach armed, glide slow, block blue, category dual, autopilot 1, and superstar. Brilliant. Superstar. Does it make sense? 15 miles, 5.5. What's the elevation? Huh? It's 14 feet. That that does not look right. If I'm honest, that does not look correct. Hang on, let me quickly go back to heading. And just activate the localizer. That is not correct. That's not the correct glide slope. That's a side lobe. But does Microsoft simulate side lobes? It can't be. Oh no, it's because of disregard. It's because the 4-degree profile.
Traffic, Scandinavia 7 Papa Yankees on short, final 418 traffic.
It's the 4 degrees. I think that's the reason, Bruno.
Tromso traffic, LM 1 currently passing Nonru ILS 18.
Now that's how pros do it.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta admit, guys, that's a good thing to do. It's a good thing to check. If something doesn't feel right, it's always a good thing to check. To ask yourself why things don't look correct. If you kind of lose that kind of, here comes Skidder. If you kind of lose that that awareness level, that you just simply accept something without asking yourself, you know, if something doesn't look right. Because now we've realized, oh, of course, yeah. It's you know, it's 4 degrees, so we have a proper answer. Hey, Edward. So we have a proper answer, which makes sense, right? So 4-degree profile, a bit of tailwind as well. On approach, you can expect a fake 1,000 foot call. Thank you much. And Edward, I assume you used these approaches here, so some good insight. Sherman, I have to say, I'm right now, I'm actually really pleased with SU4. So on my system, thrust, things are running a lot better, a lot better. Flaps full, speed check, flaps full. So no sound cuts.
Tromso traffic, LM 12 miles, final ILS 18 in Tromso.
Don't see the buttons. Where's the button?
1,000.
1,000. Well, that was the fake call out. There it is. I've not bound this yet. So that was a 1,000 foot call, which is wrong. So we're still 2,000 feet above the airport. So yeah, and the night light looks better now as well in 2024. Really nice. Cool. Landing checklist. Economical landing, no blue. And Tromso traffic. Scandinavian 846 on a 4-mile final. Runway 18 in Tromso. Yeah, now we got 10 knots crosswind. Yes, I am, Edward. Yeah. That's the first time, Edward, I'm actually using a beta in Microsoft Flight Sim. I've never done that, but I was so desperate. Look at that idle power. We're just barely managing to keep the speed. I was so desperate because I'm having so many issues performance-wise in the SU3. And that looks great, I have to admit. Oops, interesting. Look at that. Look at the ground here. Absolutely fantastic. So the sink rate is normal. Again, 4-degree profile. So a lot higher descent rates. The runway is clear.
500. Above.
It's running beautifully smooth. Man, I'm really happy with that.
Minimum.
Slight low correcting. Continue.
Scandinavian 4410. Taxi via Yankee.
Went.
Horse 418.
100.
Now we've got to be careful not to slam it.
Tromso traffic LM 1 for Tango 5, my final ILS 18 in Tromso.
5.
I still slammed it. Spoilers! Reverse are green. Oh. Oh, what's the taxi ribbon again?
Traffic Scandinavian 302, holding short 18 at Echo, and we'll be backtrack and line up after the arriving KLM. Tromso.
There's a button binding for that.
Happy landing.
Someone knows. Out the. Ah, brilliant. Thank you so much. And Tromso traffic. Runway 18 is vacated in Tromso. So let's quickly have a look at the parkings.
Con posición Scandinavian 410.
Okay. We'll park somewhere here. Ted is here. No, I don't think Ted will do that. Let's park here. What is this? This is stand.
Scandinavian 4410, continue taxi via Yankee.
That was awkward. That was scary. Suddenly seeing the aircraft come out. What parking spot is this? 22?
You need to stop the engines to request ground services.
Let's look.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety
Been left out.
routines.
My wife is patiently waiting for me to park the aircraft.
Tromso traffic Scandinavian 302, backtrack line up 18. Tromso.
Electronic devices for messaging.
Laps coming up as well.
Please make sure you take all your personal belongings with you. Checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat.
It's one of those jetways that doesn't
Do take
move
care
left and
that
right.
the overhead
You could just
lockers
move
and
the
items may have moved during flight. Smoking is not permitted
front and aft.
until you reach a designated smoking area.
Let's stop here.
On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your
Tromso traffic LM 1 for Tango, taxiing off the runway and making a descent in Tromso.
Is it really Aviamar? Okay, lol. So let's do that and that. And then go
Scandinavian 4410.
do that. And I'll say goodnight to my wife. Alright.
Requested.
Right. So I saw the shout out to Edward the Pilot was done. Guys, if you don't know Edward the Pilot, check out his channel. You all know him. Check out his channel on Twitch. And there we go. Welcome to Tromso. That was a great, very short flight. And I have to say, I'm so happy. So thanks for all those that flew along. Thanks for flying along. I think there was one more that landed behind us. That was the KLM. Which add-ons are not working? German Sim Aviation, I think the only one that's working is FENIX.
Traffic Skyrim 302 departing runway 18.
Good flight. So guys, I'm going to log off quickly of VATSIM. I want to quickly go to Dubai because I want to have a look at the night lighting. That's one thing I want to check here in SU4. Yeah, so Thursday, guys. Thursday will be German language live stream. But I plan to come back on Friday as well. So the next English one will be Friday. And on Thursday, we'll do a shared flight in German language, though. Okay. Dubai. Now, I don't have any add-ons, I think, for Dubai. So it should be just standard. Dubai, and then how do I get in flight? So I want to go fly from here, let's say. Set departure. Airborne, no, let's go higher. Can I set this higher than 5,000? This will do. So we've got night times to start flight. The A350 is working in SU4, really? Yeah, Fishcop. Especially you, right? Let's see. Keep your fingers crossed we don't have engines off or something. Oh my god. Where am I? Oh no.
Sync rate.
Sync rate.
Sync rate.
Don't you love it? Oh no.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
I hate that. Alright. Let's climb back up again. Don't worry, everything's fine. Welcome. Yeah, upset recovery. 5 controls. So let me just do that. Let's go open climb. We've got the flaps up, gear should be up. We've got thrust climb, open climb. And let's go to 15,000 feet or something. And then I want to go outside. Oh, hang on. Let me get the lights off. The lights off. I don't know if FSI panel works. Oh, hang on. Is it behind us now? What? Peter, which one do you prefer the most, FENIX or TOLIS? I have to say that today with the A320neo, the TOLIS, it still feels just a tad more natural flying it. The FENIX, they've done a good job. So the latest improvements, I have to say hats off to them. Great improvements, no doubt. But honestly, I can't pinpoint exactly what it is. But for me, the TOLIS still flies. Okay, there we go. There we got Dubai. Right up 12 o'clock there. Right, cool. So yeah, that's just the way it is. Exactly. So it will be a on Thursday. We'll do a 319 or 321 TOLIS on Thursday, the German live stream. And then on Friday, we're going to try to do that CO stream. Yes, A320 TOLIS CO. Assuming it's released by then, yeah. Whoops. Right, so that's the interesting question. Has night lighting improved? Let me get rid of that cloud layer there. So let's do that. Now look at that. That has definitely improved. Right? Yeah, Alpha. Hello, Alpha. Exactly. Clear skies. Let me continue climb. So let me go up to 25,000 feet or something. Yeah, you can see the palm there. That's definitely better. It has massively improved. And that's something I wanted to test. Because I saw pictures, but I've not seen it for myself yet. Yeah, much better, much better. GG. Right, now I really hope that everything performance-wise remains this way. Meaning, once this thing goes to stable, I really hope that FPS are going to be the same. I don't have issues with OBS freezing up. So right now, I'm not sure if you can see that. No, you can't. Let me get rid of that. And let me get rid of the banner and the overlay. Look at that. We've got now 115 FPS. TAA. I'm using frame gen, yes, but for anti-aliasing, I'm not using DLSS. I'm just using TAA mode. 110, even after flying for 2 hours and then just simply moving the aircraft. And I still have great FPS. So that's really promising. I hope it stays that way. I really do. Yeah, 4K. Yeah, absolutely. I'm always on 4K. Yeah. That looks great. Yeah, I like even the haze in the distance. Baja, hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Brilliant. Finally, man, things are improving. Now I have to say, now I'm going to wait for the add-ons to be able or available in 2024, like the Flow Pro app is going to be coming soon. Baja, I've not tried it yet. Now the thing is, let me ask you this: how many of the flight sim streamers? How many of them actually streaming in 2K? The only one I've seen streaming is a German live streamer. I think it was German ATC or something. But even like Jamie, so London controller, is not streaming 2K if I'm not mistaken. And the problem is that I hear that Twitch. Yeah, on YouTube, yeah, but I hear that Twitch... Yeah, it was Elmar Radar. Yeah, but that's on YouTube, guys. YouTube is a different matter, and I'm dual streaming. I can promise you this. I will have a look at it. Once SU4 is stable, and once I'm sure that... Oh, the rat is out below. Once I'm sure that I have, the ample performance, or I have the performance I have now. I don't know, Bruno. These are all things I would have to check. But I'll read into it. Anyways, guys, this is Dubai. Night lighting. Fantastic. Guys, thank you. We come to the end of our stream today. Next stream Thursday, German live stream. Friday, English live stream. A huge thank you again to all the resubs coming in and the new members. Thank you so much for your support, guys. And I will see you soon. Good night, everyone. Take care.
Good night.
Good night.